I grew up in Piscataway, New Jersey, which makes it pretty easy to be fairly funny because you're basically being raised in a punchline. There was a highway billboard near our house, which had a huge cartoon of two Native American chiefs, sort of borderline offensive with war paint and feathers, and one of them was shielding his eyes with his hand and looking into the horizon, and the big caption said, "They went Piscataway." I love to observe people, and I'm a big fan. I'm sort of a universal fan, especially of outsized personalities, like my Aunt Lil, all of my aunts were world-class Olympian shoppers, and Lil especially would come to my apartment and want to know what I paid for every item in that apartment. And she would pick up, say, a dish and say, "So, what'd you pay for this?" And I'd say, "None of your business." And she'd say, "No, no, no, come on, what'd you pay?" And I'd say, "I'm not going to tell you." And her sisters would get very nervous and say, "You should tell her." You know, there was just this terror level. And Lil would finally say, "No, no, it's fine. I don't need to know. It's his business. Let's move on." She'd take a pause, and then she'd pick up the dish and say, "But tell me, Paul, what would you pay for something like this?" And you just kind of want to applaud. But working on movies can be the best possible fun, like on the Addams Family films. The director, Barry Sonnenfeld, was just a treat. I one day overheard him phoning his wife from the set, and his wife's name was Sweetie, and she's just the most lovely woman. But Barry was saying quite gleefully, "Guess what, Sweetie? Today I threw a baby off the roof," which is the kind of remark you can only get on an Addams Family movie. That I remember we were working on In and Out one day, and we were shooting the big climactic guy-on-guy kiss between Kevin Kline and Tom Selleck on a very isolated intersection out in New Jersey. And there were cars circling, which were being sort of kept away by guards. But I kept thinking, if only those people knew what Magnum PI was up to, you know, this afternoon. So it's just those kind of experiences that you only get on a movie set. But working in the theater also has its moments. I worked on a play called I Hate Hamlet with a truly deranged actor named Nicol Williamson, who was playing the ghost of John Barrymore. And the first act ended with a climactic duel between Barrymore and a young real actor. And Nicol was so crazy that at one night he just decided that he was actually going to go after the other actor and stab him. And he did, and drew blood. And his co-star very wisely left the stage and the performance. And his understudy finished that night, and the regular co-star never came back. So it's always crazy, but at least entertaining.